Good morning. This is an update on the roach bin. Today I'm going to do some maintenance on it, so still some leftover food because I fed them last night. You can see a lot of this cork bark is getting pretty skeletonized. There's pretty much no bark left on it anymore. I'm not going to replace it yet, but I probably will think about it. You can see there's a ton of little Kenyans. They are like overtaking, which is kind of funny. Like they're having a war almost with the buffalo beetles, which were overtaking before. But yeah, this bin has been great. I mean, I just come in here maybe once a week or two and pick out some dubias the right size for feeders. And I sort of continually watch the population, and usually I try to cull out the adult male dubias, but sometimes I'll cull some larger nymphs or females too if it's getting too crazy in here. I don't know if I'll be able to dig for any springtails. These usually live pretty deep. Oh, there's some dwarf isopods. Lighting not great there, but there's one. So yeah, I did a substrate swap out the beginning of the year. We're not ready to do that yet. You can, there's some frass built up, especially on the drier side. I only really water one side to make sure this thing doesn't get soggy and moldy. So, I mean, you can see some frass built up in here, but the damp side is looking really good. There's still lots of organic stuff in here. So today I'm just going to do some simple maintenance. So I got a little bit of vivarium substrate left over from a project, so I'm going to just mix this in. And then of course they always are eating up all the leaf litter, so I got some more oak leaf litter I'm going to use here. So yeah, I'll probably do another update. At some point I'm going to get some new cork bark and kind of shake out these old pieces. But I mean, this has been running for years now, just with this simple kind of maintenance. And I actually turned down the heat a little because it was getting like insanely populous in here with dubia. So I'm running it a little lower than usual. If I start running out of the right size feeders, I'll have to turn it up again. But it was like every week I was trying to cull out adults basically. So, and the other thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to wipe off, this is the bug barrier for the little Kenyans. So I'm going to clean this off with a rag and warm water and really get it down to the plastic again, and then I'll just apply a whole new layer, because it gets kind of, melty, and it collects dust on it, and it's not as slippery anymore. So every so often you'll see the Kenyans trying to climb the wall and get up there, and then it's time to clean. Let me pause for a sec here and get started. I'm not going to make you watch the whole process. Okay, so I mixed in that vivarium substrate and spread out a new layer of leaf litter. And then I opened up a jug of distilled water and gave it a good soak, especially on the damper side and back. Happy roaches. Alright, I'm going to wipe down the sides now, and then I'll put some more bug barrier on. Alright, so there we go. You can see the sides are much cleaner. You have a nice shiny new layer of bug barrier. This came with this nice little foam thing, which is great. So, this should be good for another 6 months or so, besides feeding. Alright, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I'll see you next year.